This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Well, it is the day of the Maha-Ashtami and drums, temple bells and every possible beat is resounding in the city. Our Bong brethren are celebrating every inch and fervour of the festival of Durga Puja right here in Chennai. My colleague Pratiksha Ramkumar is in fact soaked in all of that festivity. She seems to be pretty much on a pandal hopping spree tonight. Meanwhile, if sending those mails to the AIADMK chief thought a mail a day could keep Jayalalitha away, well, if they thought that, Pir Muhammad tells us if the psyche of the AIADMK has been just affected just yet. And even Chennai city will prove as deadly as any other in India. Our crime reporter Salim tracks the modus operandi on Operation Modi by the city police. Good evening, I'm Evelyn Matthew bringing you the news tonight. A look at our top stories this hour. Amma receives 2 more death threats ahead of the big Madurai rally, this time from an outfit that calls itself the Aragiri Suicide Squad. With both sides unwilling to blink, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister seeks the Prime Minister's intervention to end the Enneveli impasse. As the Enforcement Directorate issues a lookout circular against Lalit Modi, the Chennai Police Commissioner says Modi may be summoned for questioning.
Who are the people I can issue summons and things like that? That will be a logical step, but you'll have to wait for a week at least before that.
Incessant rains grip the Nilgiris yet again, damaging the Ooty-Kunur main road. It is closed for now. This mother alleges that her little girl was beaten up by her school principal with an iron scale. School denies all charges. India puts up its best ever show in the history of the games. NDTV Hindu brings you the state's new sports stars.
Until quarterfinals, we were having a tough time, but then semi-finals and finals, Saha was brilliant.
And meet this fairy godmother this wedding season.
We started with just paper and plastic decorations the first year of the Taj Coromandel.
Let's also take a look at the rest of the day's news in the national quarters. The Prime Minister hosts an evening to all the athletes and the officials behind the CWG's success, but Suresh Kalmadi may just not be invited. The blueprint of a multi-agency probe into the CWG corruption allegations is ready, with over 30 case files on hand. Saina Nehwal talks to NDTV about the match of her life. She joins her other CWG luminaries as they meet the Prime Minister. The Reserve Bank of India forms a subcommittee with a view to counter money lenders and fake currency. Our top story at this hour, 2 more death threats have found their way to AIADMK Supremo Ms. J. Jayalalitha's inbox. The total number of death threats to Amma has now gone up to 17. This comes just days ahead of her Madurai rally that's up on Monday, when the leader of the AIADMK will try to outperform her earlier rallies. Anonymous suicide bombers have threatened to disrupt the event in the heart of the DMK's bastion. Pir Muhammad brings you this report.
A 1,000-member protection squad is being readied for Jayalalitha. Several thousand busloads of trained volunteers are expected to greet her in Madurai. Giant posters, digital banners, the run-up to the rally has attracted huge publicity after a series of death threats to force her to change the venue. More than 15 death threats and still undeterred, but her senior party colleagues insist the state should increase the security cover for their leader. the Madurai roadshow could provide some indication about people's mood ahead of elections next year.
இதன் மீது உடனடியாக நடவடிக்கை எடுத்து மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களுக்கு இசட் கேட்டகரியில் வருகின்ற மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களுக்கு போதிய பாதுகாப்பு வழங்கப்பட வேண்டும். அதேபோன்று ஜெயா தொலைக்காட்சி நிறுவனத்திற்கும் உரிய பாதுகாப்பு வழங்கப்பட வேண்டும்.
The southern districts of Tamil Nadu were dominated by Jayalalitha's AIADMK. Before her rival, MK Alagiri spread his influence. Jayalalitha's resurgence is significant as it comes after her party's senior ranks suffered desertions in the wake of crushing defeats in a series of by-elections. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed, J. Santosh for NDTV Hindu.
And our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed now joins us live from our newsrooms. Peer, just 2 more days to go for that Madurai showdown. What are your sources in the district saying? Have these death threats really left the AIDMK unnerved at all?
Evelyn, the death threats have no impact on the ADMK party cadres who are going from village to bring crowds for the Monday rally, and they are going ahead with the rally. But the rivalry between the DMK and the ADMK is very much visible on the streets of Madurai, with the digital banners put up by the ADMK being torn apart by the DMK cadres, and DMK banners being torn apart by the ADMK cadres. The Madurai City Police Commissioner is having a tough time dealing with the compliance of both the sides, and just 2 days to go, and there has been a quite tense situation in the temple town of Madurai now. Evelyn.
Right, thanks very much indeed, P, for joining us with those updates from Madurai. Now, closing in almost a month into the strike by the contract workers of the Neyveli Lignite Corporation, there's finally someone heeding their call. In the latest development, the Chief Minister, Karunanidhi, has written to the Prime Minister seeking an early solution to the complaints of the workers who have been on a strike. The 13,000 contract workers of the NLC have been demanding regularization and a hike in their salaries. The 3-week-long strike is now likely to affect the power generation in the state as well. Now, the news tightens around India's deposed cricket boss Lalit Modi a day after his passport was revoked by authorities. Police in Chennai investigating charges against him say he could be arrested if there is substantial prima facie evidence against him.
On October 13th, India's Cricket Board (BCCI) filed a 25-page complaint with the Chennai police against former IPL chief Lalit Modi. It said Modi misappropriated funds of 468 crore rupees in allotting media rights, free commercial time and security. Chennai Police Commissioner T. Rajendran told a press conference that 5 charges have been registered against Modi: criminal breach of trust, cheating, forgery, showing false accounts, and criminal conspiracy.
Right now, yes, we've been given lots of records, so we are poring over the records, and some of it is very complicated. So we are going to seek the help of experts. So after having gone through these records, only I can come to a conclusion as to who are the people I can issue summons and things like that. That will be a logical step, but you'll have to wait for a week at least before that.
Separately, the Enforcement Directorate has issued a lookout notice for Modi. It means he can be detained at all exit points and airports in the country. There's also a blue notice alert against him for violation of foreign exchange laws. In Chennai, with Sudarshan and Salim, Pratiksha for NDTV Hindu.
Joining us live right now is our crime reporter Salim, who has been tracking that story very closely. Salim, at this point of time, what is the city police's plan of action? Will Lalit Modi be arrested at all?
If there are enough prima facie evidences against Lalit Modi, he will be arrested, says the city's top cop T. Rajendran. When addressing the press, Mr. T. Rajendran very clearly said that Lalit Modi will be arrested if they have enough prima facie evidences against him, and he very clearly said that the complaint is a big complaint which was filed by BCCI Mr. Srinivasan, and the police need at least a week's time to go through the complaint, and then they will summon Mr. Modi for questioning, and he may be arrested if they have enough prima facie evidences. Evelyn?
Right. Thanks very much indeed, Salim, for joining us with those details. Tough times clearly sticking on to Lalit Modi. Now, up ahead on News Tonight, India may have glittered and dazzled at the national capital, but for now, time for the audits to begin.